to have Ms. Folchetti with the welcoming remarks.
Not that compelling. First, I'd like to ask everybody to join me in standing for the Pledge of Allegiance, please. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you very much. Okay, greetings everyone to our superintendent, Dr. Lutinsky, assistant superintendent, this is like, I almost said something else, Miss Ryan, Board of Education President Mansell, Board of Education Trustee Carmel, our distinguished keynote speaker, Rhinebeck Class of 2012 valedictorian Kirsten Tamucci, proud parents, and especially to our honored guests, the soon-to-be inducted members of Mu Alpha Theta, the Math Honor Society. I just want to take a minute to say welcome everyone on this auspicious occasion. Congratulations to our new Math Honor Society members. Your commitment to your studies is not only laudable, it sets an example for classmates and peers to follow. We should all ascribe to stretching ourselves in such ways. As our speakers tonight will point out, what we work on here in high school has applications that go far beyond our simple imaginings here. There is an entire universe out there that our math studies can help us make sense of. As mathematician William Thurston tells us, mathematics is not about numbers, equations, computations, or algorithms. It is about understanding. And so, I leave it to the math professionals.
Thank you, Ms. Folchetti. All right. Welcome to the 2023-24 Mu Alpha Theta National Math Honor Society Induction Ceremony, Chapter 5183. For those who do not know me, I am Veronica Camper-Faraci, and I am the Mu Alpha Theta Advisor, as well as the Mathematics Department Chairman here at Rhinebeck. We are here tonight to celebrate the Rhinebeck students who have maintained a 90% or higher math average, as well as participated in at least 2 math competitions during their time at Rhinebeck High School. In 2019, we opened this chapter with 12 members, and this year I am very proud to announce we have 39 members. These particular students have an amazing work ethic and have profound relationship with mathematics. They no longer rely on the natural math talents they seem to have had during those middle school years. Working through abstract concepts and fine-tuning their math skills have become a new goal. In addition to fine-tuning their skills, many have tutored students who are in need of math help and are self-motivated to participate in challenging mathematics competitions. In fact, many students here participated in MathCon, an online math competition, or M3C, MathWorks Mega Math Challenge. This is a 14-hour straight competition in which students experience what it's like to work as a team to tackle a real-world problem under time and resource constraints, akin to those faced by professional mathematicians working in the industry. This year, our school will continue competing in the AMC competition provided by Mathematical Association of America. This competition expands the mind and opens many doors of scholarship opportunities for our students. Many of the members being inducted here tonight are enrolled in rigorous math coursework here at Rhinebeck, in which I have had the personal pleasure of teaching in my very own classes. As a teacher, I am glad to share with you that I no longer get asked the age-old question every math teacher dreads hearing, which is, you guys know it? When are we ever going to use this? Close. However, a new line of questioning has emerged. Students will ask things like, why do we need to know all these solutions? Isn't this one enough? Or, do I really need to label my axes? I mean, don't you just know? I was only 1 decimal point off. Does that really make a difference? I answer you here. At Rhinebeck, we are building future thinkers that will benefit our global community, that must think and communicate multiple solutions to very complex problems. We must be precise in our calculations, or else one small miscalculated decimal could mean the difference between landing on the moon or drifting into outer space. Labels are important, as the architecture and construction of buildings and structures are dependent on this very skill. And finally, I say, I may teach math, but you will be the ones to cure diseases. Having said that, before I introduce our special guest to you, I'd like to share with you how we met. Picture it. It's the year 2006. Can you picture it? I know most of you can't, but I'm sure your parents do. Most of the seniors in this room were born in 2006. Can you believe that? I can picture it. It was my first year teaching here at Rhinebeck, and Dr. Lutinsky's second year as middle school principal. I know. Long time. That year, I was assigned 1 7th grade math accelerated class and 4 high school classes. Ask any teacher you speak to, and they will tell you your first year students will stick with you forever. Until this day, I still remember their names and where they sat. They were a very spirited bunch and extremely competitive. Within that 7th grade class was a very bright, dedicated, athletic, humble, and what I perceived to be a shy student. I will refrain from saying any more than that and will let you hear directly from her. Please help me give a huge welcome, or should I say, welcome back, to Dr. Kirsten Tamucci.
Really is surreal to be back because so much has changed and yet so much has remained the same, and it's a very weird feeling to have both of that all at once. But first of all, good evening everyone, and first I would like to thank Ms. Canberra for inviting me here tonight to be part of this National Mathematics Honor Society induction ceremony. I'm really grateful to be here to celebrate the accomplishments of all of the inductees tonight and to reflect on my own experiences of learning math here at Rhinebeck, which, as Ms. Cameron just mentioned, started many years before probably a lot of you were born. So I was a member of the graduating class of 2012, and I'm very fortunate to have had such positive and fond memories of my time here at Rhinebeck, from kindergarten all the way through to 12th grade. And in particular, to have had such positive experiences learning math. Now, math, as I'm sure we all know, tends to be a very polarizing subject that people either love or hate. And as you can probably guess, I was in the first category of people who loved math. And I always loved math. I always remember loving math. I even have memories of being in elementary school, and one of my older brothers was in middle school at the time and had actually Miss Reynolds as a teacher. He was somewhere around here tonight. And I remember he would come home and he hated doing his math homework, and I would steal it and do the math homework for him. Not because he forced me to, which is what my parents thought, and he would get in trouble for that, but because I just loved doing math. And I probably couldn't articulate it at that time, but I think math and numbers in general have always felt very reliable and concrete to me. Because in a world filled with so much uncertainty, I knew 2 + 2 = 4, and it will always equal 4, and that will never change. Yesterday, today, or tomorrow. It's universal, and it comes with a certainty that, again, there aren't really many things that you can say about that about. As Ms. Camera alluded to, I have had the pleasure of knowing Ms. Camera since she was my algebra teacher in both 7th and 8th grade, and which, as she mentioned, were the very first years that she was teaching here at Rhinebeck. So it feels like a very full circle moment for her to have invited me back here tonight. I remember she was a very kind and soft-spoken, but also very relatable and personable teacher, which kind of made it all the more surprising when one day she revealed to us that she rode motorcycles and that she had a biker named Ron. These are the things that I remember very well. And suddenly everything I thought I knew about this, quiet spoken math teacher just were flipped upside down. And I was like, okay, we clearly don't want to mess with her. She's got an edge to her. But that pattern of having the same math teacher for 2 years in a row continued into high school for me. And I strongly believe that alone set the stage for a unique experience in math that I didn't have in other subjects, because that allowed for a more personalized relationship to develop between the students and the teachers. It created a space where a sense of comfort and trust could grow, and it allowed the students to feel like we as students weren't simply looked at as the naive and somewhat helpless and directionless teenagers that we were at the time, but that we were human beings and we were cared for as more than just students in a classroom who get grades and take tests, and that's all that we had to offer. And I'm not sure I fully appreciated it at the time, but as I reflect on it, that was a really important feeling. Because when you're in school, it's very easy and very common to feel like your success and your self-worth are directly tied to your performance in the classroom and the grades that you get. So to have someone that you look up to and admire see you for more than that, and to see you for the whole person that you are, was a really powerful and profound feeling that stuck with me a lot more than probably some of the actual mathematical concepts that were taught in those classrooms. I have a very clear memory of being a senior in high school, and my calculus teacher, Ms. Mahoney, who has since retired, she came up to me after class one day, and this is, as I'm sure many of you can relate, it was senior year, it was the fall of senior year, there's a lot going on, you're overwhelmed, because with the festivities of senior year, the excitement of it all, but also college applications, and it's a whirlwind. And after class one day, she just came up to me and said, "Hey, I just want to check in. Is everything okay? You seem a little down today. Is everything all right?" And it was such a small moment and a simple gesture, and honestly had obviously nothing to really do with math, but it was something that meant a lot to me then, and has clearly stuck with me in the 12 years since then. And so that's the sort of feeling that always comes to mind for me when I think of my experiences in math at Rhinebeck. And I think that really shares and goes along with the sentiment that Maya Angelou expressed, that people will forget what you said, but they will never forget how you made them feel. And while I'm sure your math teachers would appreciate you remembering what they said too, I think they will agree that if nothing else, if you remember the way they made you feel and the importance and the visibility and the recognition that they created in the classroom, I think they would agree that that goes a much longer way than the equations and everything, all of the other concepts that you're learning. But nevertheless, when it came time to senior year, start applying for college, figuring out what I want to study, what's coming next, I knew I definitely wanted to pursue math and potentially in the context of science. But I didn't really have any other sort of indication or direction outside of that. So it's my freshman year of undergrad, and I decided to take Calc 3, which was the next level of calculus after what I had taken in high school. But my experience was very much almost the polar opposite of what my experience in math was at high school. In a nutshell, I had this very grumpy, very old, and borderline mean professor who just really had no interest in engaging with his students. And I was just left with this miserable, deflated, and honestly discouraged feeling, because I had come off of, out of high school. Calculus was probably my favorite class that I took in high school. And then here I am in college and just experiencing the exact opposite of that and feeling, all the doubt and the questions, and where do I go from here? What does this mean? What are the next 4 years of college gonna look like? Thankfully, I managed to be successful in the class despite his grumpiness, and that was largely because of the strong foundation that I had from my calculus classes in high school. But one thing that this experience made clear to me was that I thought that I loved math per se, but honestly, I loved my experience of learning math at Rhinebeck more so than the subject itself. And again, that was created by the environment and the feelings that my math teachers created in the classroom and outside of the classroom for me. So after my freshman year, I decided I was going to stick with the sciences, and so I majored in chemistry and didn't take a single math class for the rest of my undergraduate career. But that doesn't mean that math was not involved. It certainly was still intertwined in my studies. And in my senior year of undergrad, I remember I was taking a physical chemistry class, and I was working on this long, complex homework problem and running into dead ends and frustration. It wasn't working out, and I couldn't understand why. And then one moment in all the confusion, I paused and looked up and realized, I'm gonna need the quadratic equation to solve this problem. And I honestly laughed to myself, because it had been easily 6, 7, 8 years since I had even thought about the quadratic equation, but I was immediately taken back. Like Ms. Cameron was saying, like I knew where I was sitting in my algebra classroom in 8th grade, and Ms. Cameron just drilled that into us. We had to repeat it over and over and over and over again, so that in that moment, and honestly, without hesitation, my brain was like, yeah, x equals negative b plus or minus the square root of b squared minus 4ac all over 2a. I was like, okay, like, yeah, wow, all right. So sometimes, I will remember not just the way they made me feel, but the things that they were saying too. So I was like, oh, that's great. I'm glad that came back around. I agree, I shared the same sentiment many times of, when am I ever going to use this? And that was definitely one of those moments of, oh my gosh, they were right. Like, it comes back around at some point in your life, it will. So after graduating from college, I then started graduate school in pursuit of a PhD in biomedical sciences. I started graduate school at Columbia University, and as I mentioned, I had majored in chemistry in undergrad, but now was in the world of molecular biology, more so than chemistry. And this was, of course, essentially at the highest level in which it can be studied. And so to say that I had imposter syndrome would be a massive understatement, because I had not taken a single biology class since I was in 8th grade, taking Regents biology with someone you may know, Mrs. Milo, who was Mr. Iva back then. And I thought for sure it was just a matter of time that someone was going to realize they had made a grave error in admitting me to the program, and we're going to be like, you need to see yourself out, please. But as I put my head down and completed that first year, taking classes, and rotating and working through different research labs to figure out which one I wanted to complete my dissertation work in. And there was one kind of common experience that became apparent to me in all of my experiences, and that was somewhat ironic in that scientists really hate doing math. And oftentimes they hate doing math because they're usually not very great at doing math. And so here I was, felt like, a fish out of water in this world of molecular biology, but now suddenly my, long-lived love of math and the strong foundation that I had built was suddenly like a secret weapon that I had over some of the other much more senior scientists in the lab. And this would come up frequently, and to this day still comes up, where every day I'm using math, making calculations, concentrations, dilutions, titrations, anything and everything you can possibly imagine. Math is intertwined in everything I do. But every day there's someone who will come up to me and say, can you just double check my calculations real quick? Or can you make this buffer because I don't want to do the math? Or like, can you figure this out? I don't know what this is. Or here, I don't know what the concentration is. I think it's like 10x or something. And I'm like, what is that? That's not a real concentration. They're like, oh yeah, I just labeled it that because I didn't want to do math. And I'm like, this doesn't make any sense. But suddenly that feeling of everyone else was on this pedestal that was completely unattainable for me, it really broke that down for me, and it gave me a sense of confidence that, maybe other people don't always know what they're doing and are just really good at disguising it. So maybe I can make something of myself here. And so, 6 years and one pandemic later, I managed to succeed and get my PhD in biomedical sciences, and now I'm currently a postdoctoral research fellow in a neuroimmunology lab at Columbia University, and still to this day, like I said, every day I'm doing some form of math. I'm not necessarily doing high-level calculus, but the math is still important nonetheless. And so I guess just what I want to reiterate is that I can't promise that one day you'll have that moment where you're suddenly going to need the quadratic equation again, and you're going to be thanking Ms. Camera or whoever your algebra teacher was that they drilled it into your brain. But I can promise you that the memories of learning math at Rhinebeck are going to come up both in expected and unexpected ways in your future. And I hope that when they do, that you're able to remember the things that your teachers said and the concepts that they taught you, but more importantly, I hope you're able to remember how they made you feel and the sense of confidence that they gave you, and that's something that you'll always have, and no one can ever take it away from you. Whatever your experience is of math moving forward or any other academic discipline that you pursue, you'll always have the strong foundation and the strong support that you built here at Rhinebeck to fall back on. So congratulations, and I wish you all the best of luck.
Thank you so much. I think there's going to be a lot of questions tomorrow in class, and you hear that? I have an edge, right? I really, really appreciate you coming. I really do.
Thank you. I'm so happy.
So, having said that, I am going to start the certificate distributions. So, students, just so as you remember, you're coming up this way, and then you'll populate the back chairs as you come up. And I'll be stating a little bio about them as they come up. So the first person we're inducting here tonight is Anais Brown. Anais has competed in several math competitions, including MathCon and AMC. In her free time, she helps her younger sister with math. She also received an award for Women in Science, Math, and Technology. She is very honored to be recognized in the Mu Alpha Theta Honor Society. Sophia Butner. Thea has been very passionate and involved in math for as long as she can remember. From a young age, math was always one of her favorite subjects and thoroughly enjoyed participating in the Math Olympiad. Since then, she has provided tutoring services, participated in several math competitions, and upheld her passion and dedication to math. Ensar Berja. Ensar has been in advanced math curriculum since middle school. He is a junior currently, enrolled in pre-calculus Intro to Calc. He has participated in math contests such as AMC and MathCon, and even achieved an outstanding performance in his MathCon contest. Nicolette Caparelli. Nicolette has enjoyed taking many math classes and loves learning new topics. Nicolette has tutored numerous students within the Rhinebeck community. Nicolette's math skills will be used when pursuing a marketing degree in college next year. Excuse me. Phoebe Carmel. Phoebe has always been interested in math and the logic behind it. In addition to the contest, Phoebe participated during high school. Phoebe also participated in Math Olympiad in younger grades. Laura Chalemi. Laura is currently taking AP Calc BC. In 2020, Laura participated in MathCon as a freshman and also competed in AMC 2022. Laura plans on pursuing a career in medicine and is looking forward to majoring in neuroscience or biology when on the pre-medical track. Riley Bona. Math has always intrigued Riley. Riley loves the way that numbers could be manipulated to get a solution. This love has motivated Riley throughout high school to participate in math competitions, earning a spot as an alternate for MathCon her freshman year. As a junior, Riley has earned awards in pre-calculus and statistics. Next year, Riley plans to attend college and study psychology. Terrence Dukes. Terrence is a passionate math student. Terrence actively engages in promoting math in his community and learning more in the subject. He ran a math program at Mamaroneck Public Library for middle schoolers interested in math and has taken multiple math programs in the past, including having the amazing opportunity of taking linear algebra at NYU over the summer. He currently hopes to be able to create and run a math team, although now I have to adjust this because we were given the okay today. So there's going to be a math team to further compete and expand our knowledge base there. So that's going to be, that's thanks to Terrence. So. Alex Fogg. Alex is a student who leans toward math and has a strong passion for the subject. Alex is currently enrolled in AP Calc BC. Last year, he took AP Computer Science A, which has led him to continue his interest in the STEM field by being the founder and president of the AI Club. Outside of school, Alex tutors students from elementary through Algebra 2. Lastly, he plans to study applied mathematics. Is Fiona here yet? Okay, all right. Fiona Fox. Fiona is a junior who has always been interested in math. Fiona attended MathCon in Chicago in April of 2022 and was a teacher's assistant for a 6th grade math class for her freshman year. In addition to Mu Alpha Theta, Fiona is currently enrolled in pre-calculus Intro to Calc BC. Samantha Olive. Samantha has consistently taken accelerated math classes throughout her middle school and high school career. She won the St. John's Women in Math Award last year as a junior for AP Stats and Pre-Calc Intro to Calc. Samantha is currently enrolled in AP Calc BC. She has competed in both the AMC and MathCon. She plans on using her math skills to pursue a business major in college next year. Ella Grant. Ella is a junior and she's very excited to be joining the Math Honor Society. In middle school, her STEM project on ocean acidification ranked in the top 300 projects of her age group across the country. In 9th grade, she advanced into math competition and traveled to Chicago to compete at the national level. She has also been a teaching assistant for over a year for one of her geometry teachers and pre-calc, and has recently founded and became president of the STEM board. Lonnie has been taking advanced math courses since middle school. She is currently enrolled in AP Calc BC. She has participated in both MathCon and AMC. Next year, Blondie hopes to go to college on a pre-med track with a major in biology. See that? Sai Brenuan. Sai has competed in several math competitions such as MathCon and AMC. At home, Sai frequently helps her little sister with her math homework, studying, and is honored to be recognized here tonight. She is currently enrolled in pre-calc intro to calc. Alexander Harris. Math has always been one of Alex's favorite classes. Over the last 2 years, he finished second and third in the AMC competition. He enjoys solving difficult problems, and anyone needing help can find him in the senior lounge. He plans to pursue computer science in the future. Catherine Harvey. Katie is a junior who has participated in MathCon both her freshman and sophomore years. She was also a teaching assistant for a 6th grade math class her freshman year. Katie is very interested in math, is always open to helping her classmates, and is excited to be a member of Nu Alpha Theta. Caroline Johansson. Caroline is currently a senior taking AP Calc BC. She enjoys applying her math skills to my science class, such as physics and AP chemistry. She has tutored middle school students in algebra. Next year, she plans on attending a university majoring in business analytics. Amelia Kligman. Amelia has always enjoyed taking advanced math classes. Amelia is currently taking AP Calc BC. Amelia competed in AMC and MathCon, receiving an award for outstanding performance on the MathCon exam. Kai Kono. Kai is a senior who's currently enrolled in AP Calc BC. He has competed in several competitions, including that 14-hour straight math competition, and was a MathCon finalist in 2020. Kai was also the recipient of the Rensselaer Polytechnic Institute Award last year for his achievements in STEM courses. In college, Kai plans on using his math skills and majoring in economics. Hillary Kramer. Hillary has appreciated the accelerated coursework she has participated in. Hillary is currently enrolled in AP Calc BC and has competed in AMC and MathCon. Hillary was able to use her math skills in OPG screening on NF patients, so I was told, in which she won a neuroscience award for her category. She plans to be on the pre-med track in college next year and major in biology. Theodore Kuzbiantoro. Theo has competed in MathCon every year since he was a freshman, and has also competed in MathWorks math modeling competition, which was that 14-hour competition, the AMC 10 and 12. In his junior year, he placed second in the school for AMC 12. He has received the RIT Science and Math Award as well as the Albert Einstein Award in pre-calculus. He has tutored many students in his grade as well as in lower grades in various math subjects. He's currently in AP Calc BC and AP Statistics. He plans on pursuing environmental engineering next year in college. Henry Lagani. He continues to participate in mathematics competitions such as AMC 10 and 12. Henry is currently in AP Calculus BC and is very proud of his AP scores thus far. Lily Mansell. Lily is a junior who has participated in math competitions such as MathCon. She is excited to be part of the Math Honor Society and hopes to extend her passion for math by helping other students. Lily is currently enrolled in pre-calculus Intro to Calculus. Hunter Merkel. Hunter is a senior currently taking AP Calc. He participated in MathCon and AMC. Hunter earned the Pre-Calculus Intro to Calc Award and the Algebra 2 Accelerator Award in his junior and sophomore year, respectively. Hunter is proud of the tutoring he provided to AP Statistics students and plans on pursuing a career in medicine. Shotaro Oshikawa. Shotaro is a junior and currently taking Pre-Calc Intro to Calc. He has previously participated in MathCon competitions in 2 consecutive years. Shotaro enjoys the complex problem-solving skills involved in many mathematics problems. Rachel Park. Currently a junior, enrolled in Pre-Calc Intro to Calc. Rachel enjoys participating in math competitions such as AMC and MathCon. Rachel hopes to use her membership to help tutor students in different math areas. Lucy Palmier. Math has always been one of Lucy's favorite and strongest subjects. Lucy thoroughly enjoyed AP Statistics last year and was the proud recipient of the St. John's University Women in Math Award for Pre-Calculus and the Rochester Institute of Technology Women in STEM Award. These awards not only represent the hard work that she continued to put into mathematics, but it also shows how both challenging and rewarding math can be. In college, Lucy plans on majoring in environmental science. Samina Cooley. Samina has competed in multiple math competitions. Outside of school, she helps her younger brother and other elementary school students with their math assignments. Samina is very happy and proud to be inducted into the Alpha Theta Society. Matthew Rubin. Matthew is currently enrolled in pre-calculus. Matthew is proud of the 3 consecutive years that he participated in the MathCon competitions. Matthew is excited to be a member and hopes to help younger Rhinex students with math support by tutoring. Derek Ryan. Derek loves problem solving and gets immense satisfaction from the process of discovering creative solutions to math problems. In addition to the math classes he's taken at Rhinex, he has pursued other advanced coursework at nearby universities, including number theory, differential equations, and linear algebra. This year, he is currently taking multivariable calculus. He loves math and would love to help other students enjoy math. STEM-related, Derek also loves programming. Reed Shute. Reed prides himself in tutoring small children at the Kumon Learning Center in math and reading for 2 years. As an 8th grader, Reed wanted to accelerate his learning and pursued other math courses that led him to enjoy electrical engineering and robotics courses. Reed is currently a junior enrolled in AP Calculus BC and continues to pursue independent learning programs that involve computer vision and object detection. Ainara Shute. Ainara is proud of her advanced mathematics coursework journey. She is enrolled in AP Calc BC as a junior and AP Physics and hopes to continue her coursework in either linear algebra, differential equations, or multivariable calc next year. Ainara has also helped the local community in tutoring mathematics and hopes to continue her service in the next 2 years. Tyler Sergio. Tyler enjoys the advanced math coursework Rhinebeck has to offer. He enjoys participating in math competitions, including MathCon and AMC. Tyler is currently enrolled in AP Calc BC. Although Tyler is undecided in his major for next year, he is leaning towards pursuing a degree in data science. Maya Sperling. Maya is very proud of her math accomplishments thus far. She hopes to use her skills and membership to help tutor local Rhinebeck students in algebra, algebra 2, and geometry. Abigail Weidman. Abigail has competed in multiple math competitions in the past 3 years, including MathCon and AMC. Last year, she placed 3rd in the AMC 10 competition. Abigail looks forward to being a part of Mu Alpha Theta to pursue her interest in math as well. So before I finish with my closing remarks, I know Miss Lanza wants to take a photo, but parents just hold the flash for now. Let her take a photo first, and then you guys can take a photo as well. All right, parents, get in there.
Can the front row sit down? Front row sit. Yeah.
One more sentence. And move it together.
Yeah, front row sit down.
Well, yeah, once you got front row sit.
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go. And then
then
second
next
row,
row
just
kind
a
of
little,
like this.
yeah.
Yeah. Hunter, that is you.
Okay. Before we leave for the evening, I'd like to thank a few people. The administrators here on stage and the Rhinebeck Board of Ed for their continued support on our honor society. The past, present, and future math teachers that are here tonight showing their support. Woohoo! Parents and students for coming out tonight and being very flexible with the date change for this evening. I love having you all here. Administrative assistants, Mrs. Kane and Mrs. Otto, who helped me with the program mailings, organization support, I mean just everything, even like my emotional health over here. And again, a special thank you to our guest speaker, Dr. Kirsten Tamucci. I honestly don't know if it's call you that or for you to hear that. Either way, we are all very proud of you and amazed with all that you have accomplished thus far. Thank you, everyone.